Today I have something interesting, very interesting for you guys. If you're new here, my name is Linden. Welcome to the channel. Before you make any patty at all, you need this dough, which I'm gonna make. So sit back, relax, show you how to make a lovely patty dough. Not only that, the best patty dough ever. All right. Thank you very much. With that, Jordan, welcome. Thank you. All right, we're gonna start on this now. All right, we're gonna take this step by step. And one of the things a lot of people don't realize, when they're making this dough, no rush by doing this. You have to just take your time and execute this. Get some more light going. All right. I'm gonna get my liquid up and running. If you're in a rush, this recipe is not for you. If you're in a rush. And if you're in a rush, don't try to make this type of patty. These things take time. Thank you very much, Debbie. And the next thing is, you can't be lazy when you're executing this. Need a little bit more water. I've seen a lot of recipes, but this what I'm doing here, a lot of people won't let you in on the inside of this. So I'm just gonna give you a quick peek. This is a quick peek of how we execute this lovely patty recipe. And this is a patty dough. We're working on the patty dough. Thank you very much. It is technical. It is. It's deeper than how a lot of people think, because this thing, you have to have your brain intact, everything intact. I'm gonna get my hook for my mixer I'm using. I'm working with a Kenwood mixer, and everything is precise to the point. This recipe is called a Linden recipe. Actually, it's a secret recipe. I'm using 2 of these instead of 1. I just put this one over here. Need to balance this. So this a little bit short of some, so I just top that off. So once it comes in, guys, check out the description. We're making Jamaican patty dough. So before you make your patty, always you need a dough for your patty. So this is the dough we're gonna execute this. Taking this on a world-class Olympic level. You know, I used to work as a baker, so while the scale is free. We just make sure something is inside there. So my scale, I'm just gonna put him there, that I have space. All right. What I need a spatula. So I have a rubber spatula here. We're gonna work on this thing now. Each person have their techniques, and so do I. So with these techniques and a proper recipe, you're good to go. All right, see, I have all my liquid here. We're gonna put them, I like to set everything out nice, like this, uniform. I need one more thing, my measuring jug. That's how I like to do things. That's when I'm locking things down. Everything is in order. All right. I already know how much half of this or one of this, so I don't need to weigh this. So that's how I set things up, to make sure you set things up properly. So that is for that. So once you get these out the way, you're all right so far. For those of you just coming in, I'm working on the best patty dough ever. And that's my patty dough recipe. And while you're coming in, do Linden a favor, thumbs up the live. All right, we're gonna start with our first dough. Show you how I execute that. So we all have that set for the time being. So I'm gonna show you something else. There's something I need to check. With this, you can't make any mistake with it. All right. See this one? Because they look alike. Normally, the sugar is a little bit more glacier. All right. So now we know what is what. We're gonna get them going. Watch this, we're gonna slice him or cut him up a little bit small. And we're gonna put him straight in. See, when you see patty, when you see somebody make patty, and especially they make it and even selling it, even if they're playing around, just show them some respect. I know the reason why I said that. This thing take time. When I mean time, you will see how I deal with this one. We have our hook. You can use a paddle. But because this is a form of dough, the best thing to use is a hook. I'm going to start this on number 1. But I like to have my liquid measure out, yeah? because sometimes you need a little bit of liquid in this. So we're gonna start this up here. Don't want to use it. I'm using, it might not look a lot, but if you should use your hand, it's gonna take time. And then I'm gonna use my spatula, rubber spatula. I'm gonna just, with the edge, we're just gonna push the flour down a little bit. I'm gonna give you some tips for this. Don't allow your fat, whatever you use fat, sweet, shortening, butter. Don't allow it to mix right out, yeah? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, David. So we're going to use some of our liquid. We're going to tip him. Just take your time. At this time, turn the speed up a little bit. Have your liquid. Sometimes depends on the flour and even this. You might need to add a little bit more, but if you know the consistency, what you're going for, you're good to go. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's real Olympic patties. What I'm trying to do is to get the liquid right down into the bottom. Alright, with this, look like him alright. So you don't want to overwork this thing. You don't have to mix out all the fat in it. Because remember, this thing gonna roll. Alright. Seen this? That's what a Jamaican patty dough look like at first. So look at that. Seeing that? What we're gonna do here, we're just gonna take a little bit of flour and I'm gonna rest him over that side. So yeah, we'll leave him there. And then you start the same process. So please, wherever you go, including this patty dough what I'm making. So this is kind of a part one. Because guess what? I already have the meat ready, cool down. Because you have to cook the meat, let it cool down to a nice room temperature, like +2, 3, before you even start. But before you start making your patty, you need this patty dough. Otherwise, don't even start. Because you can have a good filling. They both work hand in hand. A good patty dough and a good filling make the perfect patty, just like mine. And in the normal Jamaican patty, all you need for season the dough is just salt and sugar. And then you need a good recipe. If you don't have a good recipe, this recipe, I spent one whole year working on this recipe. So that's why for me, it's perfect. You stick around longer, you're going to see how I roll this out, because you can't just watch how the dough make. You can watch how the dough make, but how you roll it out. Because you can make that, you can have this dough over here, and then you still fail with the patty. You can still have this and make it. You don't know what to do with it, you're still in trouble. Yes, my family from Ghana. Yeah, man, welcome. Yeah, this is your brother Linden. So, you know how it goes. Remember to thumbs up the live. And if it's your first time, you're welcome. Remember to subscribe to the channel. You see this patty, when I finish with this patty, one bite lead to another. So this one, I'm showing you two different tricks. You noticed before, I tip the water. This one, I pour most of it in. But while you pour most of it in, the side, you one of this, and work the flour down. Keep pushing him down like this. Now we're gonna tip the liquid right down in the middle. This takes skill and precision to complete this recipe. This is not a normal recipe, you know. If you notice what I'm doing, I'm taking the water down right in the bottom of the mixer. I'm increasing the speed. Keep tipping the water right down in the bottom. So you're gonna have flour right in the bottom of it. So you want to get everything. Another thing, sometimes you can add too much liquid. If you add too much liquid, just use some flour, sprinkle it. So like this, a little bit too soft, not a problem. Bit of flour, That's it. Stop the machine and then take him off. See this dough? You can't deal with him like you're in a rush. You have to show this dough some respect. You notice with the other one, I don't even try fold it. A lot of people would try fold it like this. No. Just leave him. Leave him alone. I'll leave him over here. Let him relax. And then I'm going to show you how to roll this. But once you see how I roll this, if you haven't yet subscribed, remember to do so. The techniques, it's going to look simple, but for some people, they might master it. But the techniques is also in how you roll the dough. So this recipe is very personal to me. It's my world-class Olympic recipe. Thank you very much. Yeah, Nicholas. Welcome, Nicholas. Who is that? Is that Jamie? Thank you very much, Jamie. So why I cut them like this? By the time the machine, the paddle catches it, they all come together. Lovely. After this, I'm going to make probably 1 or 2 more, and then I'm going to show you how to get your patty dough nice and flaky. So let's speed this one up. Recipe is key. You know, the thing is, guess what does happen? I will have to taste this and see if I put any seasoning in this. Or if you guys see me put any, just tell me yes, because I don't want to double put salt and sugar in this. So the best way to do this is just that. What I'm going to do, put this in before anything else. That means I can see what's going on here. This is what I mean. You have to take your time when you're doing things like this. So see if I do it like this, I know that I put my sugar and my salt in for balance. put our liquid in. This time I'm putting everything in. Thank you very much. Janice, thank you. Daniela, thank you very much. All right. We're making things like this. So today, I'm making about 100 patties. But I'm just doing this one first. I don't know how long I will have the video going. So I'm just taking out some more equipment, what I will need, such as this. Need a scraper. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I can upload a recipe. Thank you very much. The thing is, the liquid I use, you can use whatever you want to use. Personal, I use like an egg yellow. You can use turmeric, you can use curry powder. It's personal preference. Thank you all for your lovely questions. I don't like my dough too soft. That's why I use recipe. So what I'm doing with this, I'm just tipping a little bit of liquid like in the bottom. You see, when you're making this, it takes skills also and experience. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up. Thank you very much, Marcel. I will upload a recipe the description already there, not a problem. I'll upload a recipe. All right. Hi, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, remember, once you comes in, guys, just thumbs up and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And the thing with this, don't make this, some people make this very, very hard. Let me tell you something, never make this too hard, like never. No matter what nobody tell you, don't make this too hard. You make it too hard, it's no good. I'm telling you that from personal experience. And believe me, I make loads of patties. Every week, I make these. All right, that's my sugar. I like to separate them a little bit. You know, both of them, they're white. You sometimes can make mistake. All right, these globes is a little bit, so. All right, let me work on this again. So at least my sugar inside here, my salt. You know, there's loads of people make patties, and if you look, they don't put a recipe. But I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to put a lovely recipe for you guys. So this recipe is not really a small recipe. It's a big one. Just that it's small. The mixing bowl is small. But I just break it down. Hi, Jenice. How you doing, Jenice? Yeah, man, welcome. But as I said, guys, you can have a good recipe. Yeah, but this is the last one I'm gonna make, and I'm gonna show you how to roll out one. Yeah, and then I will see how it goes, because otherwise I will have to run the live again when I'm doing the filling, because I already have the filling ready over that side. All right, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to show you the rolling techniques. And I hope when I show you the techniques, you'll all be grateful for it. So we make one more dough, and then I'll show you how I roll it out. So let me measure out my water. I need my liquid. Need a little bit more in this. Alright, I'm going to set this aside, and then I'm going to show you how I roll this thing out. Is it what? I don't understand. You will see what I mean. Don't worry. This is what I said when I started. Patty, they take time. That's why I said, wherever you're going, you see patty, just show some respect. They take times, loads of time. So I'm gonna make this one, and I'm gonna roll out one. What I'm gonna do, roll out all of this, because by the time I roll these out, and maybe I'll show you how to make like a tray of patty with it. All right. So just be patient. Now, you said this look like wine? Now, if you say so, but it's not, if you say so. This is a form of egg yellow color. I'm gonna get my patty cutter, because I have a cutter, special cutter which I use. just gonna turn it up a little bit. All right, you see this part need a little bit more liquid. The flour need to mix up a little bit. Just dust it with a little. We're going to turn it off a little bit because I'm just going to show you how to roll this out. %90 of when I'm making patty, I use a hook. There was a time I'm making some patty. I'm going to leave this because I'm going to make some more later. See, with the flour on this, it's not like it's bad. I will sort that out. All right. I need a little bit of room. So I'm gonna remove this. So it's gonna be a different setting because I'm gonna show you how I make out my patty. So I'm gonna get a little bit of water in this. So I'm gonna show you step by step. That means you can't say you don't learn anything from me. So I'm gonna get my scoop, which I use. This is all. This water in there and a brush, a pastry cutter, ice cream scoop. You can use a bigger one if you want. All right. All right. Once you're making patty dough, flour is important. Loads of flour. You're gonna need a rolling pin. I'm gonna start with this one first. Reason why I made this one first, so I will need a little bit of space just for hand movements. So I'm just gonna set this aside. So you're not gonna leave. I'm not gonna let you all leave and say, okay, you don't learn anything. So that's not gonna work. All right, so my flour over there. All right. I have two different rolling pins. We need a little bit of space. And I want you to watch carefully. First, I'm gonna do press your dough out. Just press him out a little bit. Veron, thank you. Thank you, hon. And you need flour on this. Both top and bottom. Very important. Don't be shy with that. Rolling pin. I'm using my wooden one. If this go bad, I have another one in this jar. So we're gonna go lengthwise. Just take your time. So we go length, width. You see, I hone this dough. So I know this dough by heart. You notice when I roll it like that, it's not coming back in because it's well rested. So just take your time and you roll them out. Remember, if you do find value in this, any value at all, remember to subscribe to the channel. Now you have this. What you gonna do with it? I'll show you. Seen that? So far, that's 2. You go back over with him like this. That's 3. You turn him again. You get some flour. And again. This is what I said, when you see people making patty, just show them some love. Be respectful. But this thing take time to make. See this? If you're lazy, just leave this alone. All right? Just take your time. Take your time. This is all night long. Watch this again. No. You have this. All this holy dough. What you gonna do with it again? Remember, we already fold this 3 times. So I want you to count with me. Watch that. Remember 3, and 1, 2, that's 5. But you keep counting and you'll see why I said show some respect. You seen that? Patty doughs have layers like Shrek, like onion. Look at that. Remember, each of this part is double. 2, 4, 6, 8. Seen that? All right. I'm going to show you something else, but I don't want you to start crying. We're going to roll out one more while that relax. All right? That will give me enough time to want to relax. If times allow me, I'm going to show you a different method and it works. We're going to try cut a shortcut here. So if you're in the lazy mood, I'm going to show you something. If you're in the lazy mood. Thank you. So you have to know what you're doing now. You see how the rolling pin just gliding over that. Skills. I'm going to show you. This if you're not in any or have a lot of time. gonna hit you with a short version now. Shortcut. So with this one, it's a shortcut version. If you want, you can do it like this. It's a shortcut version, and this will work as good as that. All right. All right. Let me put this here, because I know you guys want to see how the patty form. No pressure. I'll sort that out for you. All right. I'm going to get this over here. And I'm going to show you, we're going to do some cheese and beef, yeah? So I'm going to get my pan with my grease paper. You know, if you don't see me, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just over the other side. So I'm going to get this and just knock this out quick for you. All right. All right, we're going to start with this. So you want your patty, yeah? I'm going to go across like this. We're going to put this back here. This one, I need space, so I'm just going to double that up a little bit. Just use your hands and push him out like this. Flour is a must. Do you see how much process this have to go through? So when you go somewhere and somebody said to you, if they even tell you to pay $5, we need a brush also. You need a fork. If they even tell you to pay £5 for this and it tastes good, just buy it. If you don't want it, just don't complain. Leave it alone. This thing takes time. And couple bite, it's already in your belly. All right. All right. So I just want this the length, exact length of the board. The next thing what people don't realize when you're making patty, the flour, that's why I have this brush, just get it off. You don't want the flour too much on this. Just get this off. Let's watch this now. This is my mold. I designed this. So everything gonna be the same exact size. What I tend to do is personal, brush with water, and I go across here with it, right where the patty gonna stay and to get sealed. All right, I'm gonna make cheesy beef. All right, so that's a cheesy beef. We're gonna get our filling. Right over the cheese. You can't tell me you don't learn something today. So 1 full scoop. You don't want to rub anybody. Make sure the scoop full right up. All right. This is where the gold finger comes in. That's me with the gold fingers. You take this edge. You see when your dough is balanced, you take this edge with no whole heap of complication. Just put it over this like this. Make sure it lined up with the other edge. Scoop your hands like this. See this? Scoop it. Watch out. What I'm doing here, I'm making the form, plus I'm pushing the air out of it. So while you're doing this, these parts doing the work, pushing the air out of this, out of your patties. The next thing, this is the air hole for when it's baking. 2. Next, your cutter. Make sure you line him up properly. Press him. Pastry cutter. And you cut him out. All right. So don't tell me you don't learn it's something from Linden. I'm not finished yet. Normally, I make 3 different patties. So because I make 3 different patties, this one, I put a mark on it. Just use this around the edge here. This helps to seal it also. See that? Just use this, crimp the edge. So this look like cheese. So when you take this up, I don't use marker on these. So people will know, or whoever eating this, you know, it look different. Now, look at this. That's a cheesy beef. See that? Nice. All right, we're gonna get our tray. And you're gonna put them in your tray. Now, this is perfect. A lot of people said, did you buy your patties? I said, yes. They said, which company? I said, them Linden. They go silent a little bit. So you seeing this? It doesn't even look like they're handmade. But you are my witness. Just look at this. So that's how I lock it down. We have the oven there. We can just put him straight in the oven. So that's how we do it. So there you go. You see how the patty make. You see how the dough make. And I make it out and show you. So what I'm going to do, I need to roll these out because you can't leave them like this. If you leave them like this and when you're ready, you're going to be crying because they take a little while. So I'm going to do these 2 And remember, guys, if you do like what you see or you learn anything, just hit that subscribe button and remember to like and share also. So we're gonna roll these out because I'm racing against time. So you're seeing the easy method. So guess what? It's because these take time. I'll probably go for the easy method. So we'll see how I get along. I like to finish off this. Normally I just make that to show you guys what's going on. But normally I like to finish all of this. Then I start making the patties. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Listen, once I start this, the thing with me, once I start this, I locked on like a pit bull. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop till this finish. When I finish, I need to make some banana cake, banana bread, I mean. I need some water now. 1 second. You know, you have to take a sip. Not rum, because I don't like rum. Just gonna drink a little, just a sip of water. Just a sip of water. You know, the next way you can fold this way also. But sometimes I don't like it, but I'm going to show you. So if you want, you can fold it that way. And then you roll him back out. You know, so you have option. To make sure you have enough flour on these things, you know. Otherwise, they're stuck on you. Just gonna stretch this out like this. And then you just put him down. When I finish, I'll probably make this out and do one more. Because you know that top of meat, I don't want to have to come back on this. I like when I finish, what I normally do, just make this out, get it over with like these, the dough, you know, get them over with. And then you just start making patty. Normally, making patty in a factory, you have probably 6-8 guys doing just this one. What I'm doing now, in a patty company, you have loads of maybe 8-10 people in the kitchen. Yeah, I want to get about three-fold out of this. When I said three-fold, this is one, that's two. That's how we do it. So with that, I'm all right. All right with that. But I still need to make one more dough. But I'm going to have to love you and leave you. So as you can see, this is how you make, I'm going to continue the rest of camera. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. If you want me to continue, you have to just say continue. If you said continue, I continue. Otherwise, So I don't hear any continue. So thank you for watching. I'm going to finish because I need to make one more dough. And then finish those. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time and your effort. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. All right. You said continue. All right. All right. Okay. I thought no one would say continue. All right. You catch me there. All right. I'm gonna. All right. This one, what I'm gonna make out one more dough. So normally, I know how much flour make up my recipe, so I'm not gonna weigh that. Okay. When you're doing this a long time, massive difference. Okay. I have to separate these now because this is salt, that's sugar, and then put them back in the bigger container. Otherwise, it's going to be trouble. All right, put this back. Sometime I'm making this, it go on till 12 o'clock in the night. Remember, I need to make, some fresh banana bread. So once I finish this, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be patty time. So that's the last dough I'm going to make, guys. And then we're going to start make out our cheesy beef. Yes, I do. If I did have time, I will go outside and show you guys something. If I can put the camera through the window, I have a massive catering truck outside right now. Yeah, I don't really want to go outside now. So I'm gonna make this one and then we knock off. Need a little bit more liquid in this. It's got a little bit more water. And so we're just going to add a little bit more water to this. We're sticking a little bit of water down in this. Alright, so this one is finished. Scrape out this. Make sure don't leave nothing inside here. No, there's no turmeric in this one. What's in this more expensive than turmeric? Alright, I'm gonna show you how I roll this one out. If you're making this, you can use turmeric if you want. But this is not turmeric. I'm going to show you the difference with this and turmeric. You see, if it was turmeric, it would make the board all yellow and funny. Yeah, a lot of people use turmeric in them. I don't like use turmeric. When you use turmeric, it gives you a funny aftertaste. One thing with this, you need flour, loads of flour. You want this to glide. Oh, you said I'm not saying what it is? This one I use egg yellow in this. It's egg yellow, not turmeric. Okay, so now the game changed now. So what I'm gonna have to start do is make out some patty. So I'm gonna show you how I make out my patty, and then we just call it a day. If you haven't seen how I execute this, we're just gonna lock this down now. No, I don't mean egg yolk. You know, you said I'm not telling you what's going in it, but it's not egg yolk. But when you finish, you can, in a respectable way, just look it up. They're different. Thank you very much. Make sure you get off the flour. You don't want too much flour on this. Water. All right. Make sure you get the air out of that. Then we're going to cut them out. Make sure they all equal. Cutter. Because this is cheese and beef, I want a pattern look like cheese on this. I'm just using the same cutter. See this? Get the flour off this. The reason why you take the flour off, the excess, when you bake it, they're gonna look like snowman. Tell me when you're ready, because I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna knock off, because once I finish this, I need to make banana bread, ginger, Jamaican cake. So, long night. Look at that. Remember, if you do find value in this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching.